I have a final exam next week. Oh, Whap God, what do I do?
It is I, the Whap God.
Whoa!
Tell me, what would you like to learn about?
Can we learn about Pakistan?
Japan? You say Japan?
No.
Then what do you want to learn about?
Pakistan.
Okay, we learn about World War II Japan.
What?
Let us
No.
go. Yeah!
Today I'm going to tell you the tale of an empire which threatened world peace. This tale starts a long time ago when in 1931 the Empire of Japan invaded the province of Manchuria in China.
Grandma.
I bet he's having a lot of fun learning about Japan. Wake up.
Dude, I said Pakistan. But I guess we could learn about Japan. Let's go to the market!
Yeah!
I need more rice for my children. I guess I should go to the market.
Hello.
Hello, can I buy some rice?
One bag is 6,000 yen.
6,000 yen? That's 2,000 more than yesterday.
Times are tough. We're running out of room to grow our rice, and the government has forbidden us to trade with other countries, so we must become self-reliant.
But because of our empire's foolish desires, we have to starve to death unless we invade more territory like Manchuria.
Many months after the invasion, we had abundant resources, and the government had their money. The resources are now running low, and times are tough again.
I can't afford this. I guess my family going to have to starve today.
Ciao.
Wake up.
Whoa, what happened to that guy?
He starved.
Dude, that sucks.
Yeah.
What did the government do in response?
Let us go see now.
Emperor Hirohito, I have a proposition for you. To invade the Philippines.
Why do we need to do that?
We are running out of resources because we're a bunch of small islands, mostly covered by mountains. After all, this is why we made Manchuria, for its land and its resources.
Then do we need to attack more countries?
Our resources have been depleted because we have pushed most of our businesses to westernized. And we call our head of intelligence Tsushimoto. Come here, Tsushimoto.
I'm here. I have found some valuable information on the United States. They have placed an embargo on us due to our invasion of Manchuria. If we invade the Philippines, we will face the wrath of the United States.
So, what is your solution?
How about we attack the U.S. instead?
Our sources have told us the United States Navy will be located at Pearl Harbor,
Okay, so when shall we attack Pearl Harbor?
December 2nd. That is when the majority of the United States fleet will be there.
Let us carry out this plan now.
This is Pearl Harbor, Hawaii on 19/7/1941. This is where the Japanese Navy Air Service launched a surprise attack on the United States. The attack lasted only 2 hours and it managed to destroy 20 American naval vessels and 300 airplanes. More than 2,000 American soldiers had died.
Good morning. December 7th, 1941 will forever remain a date that will live in infamy. As most of y'all have heard, the United States of America was deliberately and suddenly attacked by the naval and air forces of the Empire of Japan. I urge Congress to meet and declare war on Japan due to the unprovoked and disastrous attack on Pearl Harbor.
Has Japan participated in the current war so far?
That's a good question. So far, Japan has invaded Manchuria, Hong Kong, and Guam, just to name a few. Japan has also aligned themselves with the Tripartite Act between Germany and Italy. They have aligned themselves with those who are opposing world peace, and this we cannot tolerate.
Hello, Mr. President. What have we done so far in order to combat the rising Japanese empire?
Thank you for asking, Linglong. After the invasion of Manchuria, we placed an economic embargo on Japan. Just like the First Great War, we've tried to remain a neutral position in the war. But unfortunately, Japan has forced our hand. Next question.
What are your plans for the future?
Well, to answer your question, we will soon declare a war on the Empire of Japan. This act of indecency will not be tolerated. Thank you all for attending.
Whoa. The situation is escalating pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So, how's life for kids?
Well, why don't we go to school to find out?
Okay.
Students, today we'll be learning about rocket propulsion. Yes.
Why are we learning about rocket propulsion?
Well, because of the war, we're focused on math and science that will help us win the war. You will become the future scientists that will create new technology that will help us get an edge over the Americans.
Can you explain economy?
That was yesterday's lesson. But for you, my favorite student, I'll make an exception. Our economy is not based on trade, but rather our conquered territories, such as coal from China, sugar from the Philippines, and oil from the East Indias. This just goes to show that not only the West has power, but Japan can fight for itself. Any other questions?
Who drew this painting? You, over there. Now, as a part of the empire, we are not allowed to draw these paintings. Surrealism and abstractism are forbidden. Only things that glorify our country are allowed. Who drew this painting? It was him. It was him?
We will now recite a mandatory Japanese pledge. Thank you. We proudly support the empire. The empire will lead us to victory. Amen.
Wow. That's different from the United States. Were any major battles going on?
Yeah, there were a lot, especially in Midway. Why don't we go see right now?
6 months after the attack on Pearl Harbor, the Japanese Navy decided to sink the American carriers and plan to crush them when they counterattacked. However, the American intelligence solved the Japanese fleet's code, which allowed them to learn of this plan. The Americans placed their carriers in position to surprise the Japanese. The Japanese were permanently crippled, and this battle was one of the most decisive battles of World War II.
Wow. These battles are pretty intense. But how is religion inside the house?
Well, why don't we go to a Shinto shrine to find out?
It is so unfortunate that all our children and husbands have gone to war.
It's not their fault. The soldier has taken all the children.
True, true. All the women even have to go work. They're forced into ammunition factories. And all women old enough to work are required to go.
Yeah. Some married women, such as yours truly, has to go to work. And we don't even get paid as much as men.
Let us pray.
I've come back from the market. But this is all the rice I could buy.
Life is so tough because the food is so scarce.
Mom, I'm hungry.
Forget that. You need to be more skinny.
Hush, hush, it's time for our ritual.
We must hurry though. I must get back to the barracks near the factory.
The kami will hear our prayers, and Inari Okami, the god of agriculture and rice, will provide us with food.
I pray to Hachiman. May he bring back our sons and our husbands safely. They have done nothing wrong and are good men. The evil spirits, so evil.
Wow. There are so many kami.
8 million in total. Now hush.
Yeah, hush! These rituals keep away the evil spirits.
That must be the air raid drill. We must go.
Let us go.
Whoa. You know, those women were praying for soldiers to return.
Yes.
Did they ever return?
Yeah, they did. Let's go see one right now.
Wow, our boy's back.
It's good to be home.
Great to see you, son.
Wow. You guys look really thin.
Because of the war, we had to live off of so little food. But it would be worth when we win the war. How long will you be staying?
Only until these arms heal. How are you guys doing?
Not so great. Because of the war, we only have coupons, and our store isn't running that well. And the rations, we don't get enough to eat.
Let us take you to bed.
Whoa. You know, with Japan's nationality, how did the United States get them to surrender?
Well, they need 2 big bombs for this. Let's go see one drop right now.
Okay.
This is the aftermath of the atomic bomb on Nagasaki. As you can see, the citizens of Japan were all confused and in panic when the bomb dropped. Lives were ruined, families were torn, and people were killed. America knew this, and a great deal of embarrassment fell upon them. Through this embarrassment and sympathy, America gave Japan aid to help rebuild after the war that the Allies had won.
Welcome.
Japan understands that we cannot win this war. What are your conditions to surrender?
Well, first, there will be an occupation force in Japan, and our general, Douglas MacArthur, will be the head of it.
What reforms will you pass?
We will enact large political, economic, and social reforms, such as your emperor can no longer exist, and Japan will become democratic.
Our traditions uphold the existence of the emperor. We cannot get rid of him.
Okay, then he will stay, but he will have no political power.
What about the territory that we conquered?
All the territory that you have gained will be returned.
And what about our economy? Our economy relies on these territory conquers for natural resources.
Well, you'll open up trade with the United States, and you will no longer become self-reliant.
We accept these conditions. Japan will surrender immediately.
Wow. That was brutal. What happened after the war?
Why don't we go to a school 10 years after the war to find out? Students, today we have a very important guest speaker. I will speak him right now. Welcome, Mr. Fujimori. Students, please welcome Mr. Fujimori.
Thank you.
Class is all yours.
Hello, kids. My name is Mr. Fujimori. My son was very delighted to tell me that he was studying World War II, and he wanted me to talk about it. So today, I'm here to talk about how the war changed our lives.
Dad, when did the United States end their occupation of Japan?
Well, son, United States ended the occupation of Japan 3 years ago on April 1952. In the 7 years, they changed many things and made major changes in our life, economy, and society. Yes?
What did they change specifically?
Well, during MacArthur's occupation of Japan, they made the emperor more of a figurehead than actually have any political power. The emperor no longer held any economic, political, or power at all. And they also limited our supplies, so that we could no longer build an army or a navy.
Did our economy improve overall?
In the long run, I guess it did improve our economy. However, immediately after the war, our economy tanked disastrously, with GDP and exports dropping by over 10%. However, thanks to the U.S. favorable trade conditions and tax exemptions, we were able to regain our trading systems and boost our economy by 9% each year. And right now, we focus on consumer products, and our products are one of the best in the world and are valued highly by countries around the world.
Dad, I've seen less literature being published recently. Why is that?
That's a very good question. During the war and after war, our literature was heavily suppressed. First, the Empire of Japan suppressed realism and anti-war material so that they could control who was publishing what, and so that there was no anti-war sentiment. And then during the 7-year occupation, USA controlled the media so that there was no anti-American sentiment and that there was no one against USA. This is why we have less media and less literature, and hopefully soon our literature will slowly pick up and we will once again be printing out books.
Thank you, Mr. Fujimori.
Thank you.
We're out of time today. Please visit once again.
Okay, you're up. Good.
Wow. That was pretty cool. But, can we learn about Pakistan?
World War I Japan?
No, Pakistan.
Let's do it!